Well, the thoughts there of Anthony Money, obviously, as I caught up with him earlier this week, Whitehaven have entered the field, but we're still waiting for the Keighley Cougars side. So while we are, let's run through your lineups once more. That's if I'm not battling with the PA here at Cougar Park. So Keighley line up with Connor Sainer in at fullback, Brad Holroyd and Junior New on the wings. In the centres, Junior South and Adam Ryder. It's a half-back partnership of Isaac Farrell and Matty Bahaddle. Starting props, Michael Warney and Jack Teamby, George Flanagan in hooker. Second rows are Brad England and Lachlan Lansky. Loose forward is Harry Boards. On the interchange bench, it's Ollie Burton, Lucas Green, Jordan Schofield and Bobby Hartley. Will McCardle is the 18th man if needed for Alan Kilshaw this afternoon. For Whitehaven, they line up with Dan Abram at fullback on his 199th career appearance. Jay Weatherall and Max Anderson-Moore on the wings. Mitchell Todd and Joe Hartley in the centres. It's a half-back partnership of Ethan Biggerdike and Joe Law. Starting props, Jake Pearce and Jordan Thompson. Alison Holgate in at hooker. Second rows are Connor Holliday and Rio McQuiston. Jack Kellett in at loose forward. On the interchange bench, Josh Blinkhorn, Brad Brennan, Carl Garner and Adam Turnbull. The 18th man, if needed for Whitehaven this afternoon, is Ellis Nixon.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's crew time, Brad.
And we are underway. Abram with the kick-off, collected on the full by the Cougars, and then I'll fetch it forward. Jack Teamby be the man to fetch it forward. First of all, Anderson Miller plays the ball. Holgate in a dummy half. Mitchell Todd comes in and he's through. There is Mitchell Todd looking for work on his right hand side. Jay Weatherall's in support. He finds Jay Weatherall in the right hand side. He couldn't collect cleanly, could Jay Weatherall. Connor Sainer was back. It would have been a difficult opportunity to take, but it's one Whitehaven should be taking, and Jay Weatherall couldn't keep it. Fantastic work from Mitchell Todd, however it's not going to come off for Whitehaven. Bickerdike and McQuiston involved in the tackle. It is the 5 and last at 11 metres out of the Cougars. Into the hands now of Isaac Farrell. Farrell looks to get the kick in behind. Was it played at? Still 5 and last, says referee Det Narnell, but goes into the hands of England. England then finds Ryder. Ryder in that corner for Junior New, and Keighley Cougars are in. Whitehaven's defence couldn't recuperate fast enough, following the deflected kick. He's a blade of grass in from the touchline. I mean it. So plenty of angle involved for Matty Bahaddle, but he's a very distinguished cricket.
Good.
And he's nailed it from the touchline, has Matty Bahaddle. He very rarely misses, does the Keighley half-back. Keller involved at the second attempt. Jordan Thompson in there as well. Flanagan in there at dummy half. Goes left to Bahaddle. Bahaddle then back inside to the full-back Connor Sainer. And Sainer's taken down on the 5 and last. They've got to within 23 metres out here of the Cougars. Farrell looks to put the kick towards the corner. Max Anderson-Moore have to dive in at full-back. He comes off the hands, and it's going to be Junior Sow that collects. He hasn't got the ball down as Sow. He has. It would have been fantastic work from Ellison Holgate if he has. It was fantastic work from Ellison Holgate to put that amount of pressure on Junior Sow anyways. I don't see where Dan Abram was and why he wasn't involved in a full-back there. I don't know if he was caught somewhere else. Cougar Park, and it's eventually gone silent. It's the first time it's probably gone silent this afternoon here at Cougar Park. 17.5 on the clock, but Harrow comes footed.
Commentator's curse.
Great, he can do that all afternoon for all week here on BBC Radio or Cumbria Sport Online. Forward, and Jake Pearce will be the man that's going to be replaced here.
Good scrambling from Whitehaven in defence line as well.
Yeah, after what was another sort of innocuous final play option. Joe Law's nearly through. He's through. He's escaped from the tackle as Joe Law. Escaped twice. Jay Weatherall puts the kick in, and Jay Weatherall should get there. He bounces, and he bounces.
Yeah.
And Jay Weatherall's going to be over in that right-hand side corner. It's the 6th try of the season for the Whitehaven winger. Fantastic work initially from Joe Law, and then to go for the kick. Maybe remembering the pass from earlier on that went to the ground, put the kick into the right-hand side. He bounced and he bounced and he bounced, and all he needed to do was grab it and put the ball down on the right-hand side. Whitehaven have reduced the deficit here at Cougar Park, just short of the 29th minute. Cougars 10, Haven 4 from Law, and then Weatherall, Dan Abram. Misses, goes across the face, so it still remains Cougars 10. Whitehaven 4, perfect time to hit back after being under the pump, being under so much pressure on the man. Whitehaven on that shortened 40. Comes right now to the hands of Brennan. Brennan gets a pass away, that's an Holgate. That looks forward from here.
He didn't expect it either.
He wasn't.
The world's biggest halfback.
23 metres out now, Whitehaven. Blinkhorn ships, left goes right. Low, finds Abram. Abram straightens up himself, just done Abram. Gets Jay Weatherall on the right hand side corner. Whitehaven are in. Second try of the afternoon for Jay Weatherall, and Joe Lowe and Dan Abram combined. Fantastic work from the halfback and the fullback here at Cougar Park. It's Jay Weatherall, 7th of the season in that right-hand side corner, and Dan Abram will have an opportunity from the touchline. Comes right, Dan Abram. It scores level here at Cougar Park. We've told you, we know what he can do from the touchline. Can Dan Abram, but it is now Keighley Cougars 10, Whitehaven 10, BBC Radio, Cumbria Sport Online. 22 metres out, Burton in there at dummy half, comes right now into the hands of Harry Bowes, finds now Baharrell, continues going with Isaac Farrell. Farrell looks to straighten up, brought down, pass to play the ball, it's the 5 and last, Whitehaven at 6s and 7s, Sainer, then looks to get the junior South, all right, he's dropped that to me. That's tight, that's really tight. Judge right up on it, referee Denton Arnold really up on it as well, but to me from here, and I will admit I'm a long way. Baharrell takes a step, strikes the ball now, misses, does Matty Baharrell, so it remains Keighley 14, Whitehaven 10, 13 and a half gone in this second half. Asena nearly through the gap there. It was only the contact from Joe Hartley that slowed him down and wrapped up then by Ethan Biggerdike. Comes into the hands now of Lucas Green. Green out the back to Baharrell. Baharrell tries to step and does step round. Finds Brad England. Oh, has he kept hold of that? How has he kept hold of that, Brad England? It was behind him, Dan Fowler. How has he contorted his body and got that? The pass from Baharrell finds Brad England, and Keighley are in for their second of the second half, their fourth of the afternoon. Cougars 18, Whitehaven 10. Baharrell re-establishes that 10-point lead here at Cougar Park. Just into the 60th minute, almost an hour gone. Keighley 20, Whitehaven 10, BBC Radio, Cumbria Sport Online. And he's going to be brought down now. Whitehaven have one more to survive, and they need to do so if they want anything from this game here in West Yorkshire. Comes left into the hands now of Baharrell. Baharrell, it was 40.
Yes,
if it's come off the hands of Conor Holiday, hold on.
We talked about pinball. Brad England over again for another try. A ball from Baharrell.
Too often does Matty Baharrell, and he won't miss once more. Keighley 26, Whitehaven 10. Onto his back to the left hand side of the post. 3 or 4 metres out. Holgate goes left, finds Abram, then finds Max Anderson-Muir into that left hand side corner. And it's his first try in Whitehaven colours for Max Anderson-Muir into the final into the final minute, the 79th minute here at Cougar Park. It's going to be nothing more than a consolation, and I imagine that will probably be the final action we see at